You know where sports and woodworking come together? Well, in the making of baseball bats, for one. Now, this is a billet, the hunk of wood from which a bat is turned. And this is what the billet looks like fresh off the lathe. I picked both of these up at a visit to the Louisville Slugger Factory. Recently, I went to the home of another baseball institution, Cooperstown, New York. Besides the Baseball Hall of Fame, there are a couple of other historic institutions there. Located on the site of a former dairy farm, this living museum is dedicated to 19th century rural America. Along with exhibits and artifacts that are housed in this century-old barn, the museum features 12 historic buildings, relocated here from the surrounding area. They form a true-to-life 19th century farm community, where even the games are from another era. The Farmers Museum also houses the American Paper Staining Manufactory, where artisan Wendy Weeks creates wallpaper using 19th century paint and block print techniques. Hey, Wendy.
Hi, Ron.
In the 1800s, long rolls of paper were not available. So our first step is to glue individual sheets together to form a roll. Okay,
Very good,
last
Ron.
seam, huh?
Very good.
That's incredible. One long strip of wallpaper. Then we paint it green, the base color of our soon-to-be wallpaper. Now it's time to create the pattern.
This is called a sieve, and what it is basically is a felt that's sitting on a canvas, coated like a canoe. It is sitting in a trough of water, so I'm having some buoyancy to the bottom of this felt.
Yeah.
This is basically a stamp pad, and I have a block here that we're going to use. This is an 1830s wallpaper pattern, and this will be the first block that we're going to use with white paint.
So you're going to
So
put
what
the
we're
paint
going
on
to
the
do is
felt?
put the paint on the felt and saturate it, like I said, very much like a stamp
Be
pad.
darned. Look at this. Wendy applies paint to the wood block by tapping it a few times on the felt.
So you're not going to have any
Then she presses it onto a long roll of paper.
bridge is going to come over across the block, and we're going to press it with a long lever against the post of this.
Would this happen, for any chance, be the lever I'm leaning on right now?
I think it is.
Get out of your way.
Now, most apprentices would never do that in front of the master, but we'll give it a try.
Okay, I'm sorry. It'll never happen again. Wow, this
Okay,
is kind
now,
of
if you would like, go all the way to the end of the
So it takes
lever
this
and
much
press down.
pressure to make this work?
That's right.
Just push down once?
Yes, that sounds good. Let's see what it looks like.
You want that sort of creaking
Well,
sound?
you're stronger than I am, so.
I'm heavier. So should I put this
Now,
back over
bring
here?
it back against
I don't
the,
want to do anything, unless I'm instructed to, because I am, after all, the apprentice here.
back to the cradle.
Okay.
There you are.
Cradle.
Very gently bring it up,
Straight up.
straight up. Excellent.
Wow.
Beautiful job.
Now, explain to me why we have these
Registration pins.
Registration pins.
That is allowing for me to know where to set the block down again.
Okay.
You have the pin that has left a dot in the beginning of the pattern and one at the end. It'll be this dot that will be used to continue the pattern down the length of the paper.
Okay, so what? So this dot we'll place on top of this dot, and that makes sure that everything looks continuous.
That's right. Good, beautiful.
So this is our second block here, right?
Correct. This is the second block. For every color on the wallpaper pattern, you usually have another block of wood. So this is going to be the second image produced on your paper.
Into
Oh,
one sheet.
beautiful. That's
that
a
about it?
beautiful shot.
That's-
It's great.
That looks great. This really is a lost art, isn't it?
Yes, it is. And we're very happy to be doing this at the Farmers Museum to revive this lost art.
As I look around the American Paper Staining Manufactory, it's abundantly clear just how creative, skilled, and patient the artisans of centuries past truly were.